everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Pageant Community Radio, a show to promote diversity and to give people a voice. And look who I am joined by. The gorgeous Meggy G, who is our Miss Glamorgan Galaxy. Hi, Meg.
Hello, my love. Are you okay?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. The sun is shining, so
I know. The sun is shining.
blessed.
Cool. So, for anyone that doesn't know you, give us a rundown.
My name is Meggy G, or you could just call me Meg. I am the current Miss Glamorgan Galaxy. I have been in pageants for around 8 years now. Off the stage, I am a marketer, social media influencer, and an empowerment coach.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, all the empowerment and the manifestation and everything. If you don't know Meggy for manifestation, it works. I'll tell you that much.
I
It does.
remember you on your finals and the magic that happened there. So it works. You are
Oh,
proof.
God, I couldn't even believe it. I was like, oh my God, best in swimwear, me. I just couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it, to be honest. But okay, so you're coming back to Galaxy. No, first time we're doing Galaxy. No,
Second.
second time. Okay, so tell us about the first time.
First time I was a baby, I was 18 years old and I was in Miss Teen Galaxy Wales with the wonderful Leah Andrews one. Um, I just remember it was like my third or fourth pageant at the time, so I hadn't been in the industry long. And seeing Leah win was amazing because we were best pageant friends at the time. And I just thought, when the time comes, I'm going to have to come back. And since then, every other person in my friendship group within pageants has won Galaxy. So when the girls won at internationals this year, and I was so happy for them, I just knew it was the next step for me and it was my time, especially since my sister in life, Heather Hopkins, aged up to Ms. meant that we can compete together in separate categories, which made it absolutely ideal because we could not compete against each other. It just wouldn't be right.
Oh, okay. And then also, so since then as well, you were Miss Pageant Girl as well. Were you the first?
I was the second Miss Pageant Girl UK. Eden was the first. I was the second at the first official finals.
Yes, that's it.
Lockdown, which was a huge blessing and really does give you an insight into what it's like to be one of Holly's queens. And I'm so grateful for that year. And I genuinely thought after I handed over last July, I was going to have a little bit of a break. The break lasted until Galaxy Internationals, where I watched the girls win and thought, oh no, yeah, I've got itchy feet. I'm going to have to go for it. And luckily, because the finals were changed from November to March, it gave me more time. So I sort of shoved my application in quickly and now here we are with 23 days to go.
Oh, I know this is mental. So, okay, so what have you been doing? Like, what have you been doing as Miss Glamorgan Galaxy? Like, have you got a platform? Do share.
So, as Miss Glamorgan Galaxy, I think it goes without saying that I have been up and down the country to different appearances. I don't think there's been a spare weekend in our diaries for the last however many months as we've been going all over the place together. We even flew to Florida at the beginning of February to attend an international pageant out there, and that was surreal. Being in Orlando with our Galaxy stashes and saying to everyone, oh, well, Galaxy International might be coming back here, and getting all excited, and also meeting up with some former Galaxy queens. The former Miss Teen Canada Galaxy was there. Deanna Silva was there, who is a former Mrs. Galaxy International. So it was just a lovely, lovely time. And then even more exciting when we got home and it was announced that it was in Orlando. So that was perfect timing. Definitely manifested that one. And then in terms of a platform, I run a initiative. It's called the GEM Initiative. GEM stands for Goals, Empowerment and Manifestation, and it is to help young women and girls across the world feel empowered, achieve their goals, and manifest some magic as well.
So obviously you do a lot of manifestation. You've done workshops. You've got one the day after my handover, I think, on the Saturday, haven't you? You've got with the confidence workshop, you're doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One then, and then one the weekend before Galaxy as well. So,
oh, exciting.
Manifesting vibes.
So tell us why you got into that and what it's done for you.
I got into it at a really young age. There's a book called The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, who when you listen to manifestation or find out about it, everyone's going to point you in that direction. There's also a film on Netflix if you can't be bothered to read it. But I did enjoy reading it. But there's actually a teen version of it. So when I was little, my mum discovered manifestation and The Secret. She got me the teen one, which is The Secret to Teen Power. So I read that and sort of just moseyed on over it and tried it. At that age, I think I was 16, 17, I was trying to manifest winning the lottery. It didn't work. And realistically, I know so much more now than I do then. So I'm not surprised it didn't work for little Meg when she was trying to manifest 88 million pounds.
Oh.
But now I've manifested so much more and it's worked out so much better, which you'll hear me say all the time. Yes, not now, or something better, because those are the only three answers the universe has for us. But I kind of just got back into it through, I think it was just after lockdown. I didn't really do it in uni because my mental health was going through a terrible time during then. But I got into it. I met someone who was into it. I started listening to a podcast again called The Law of Attraction, changed my life, and then really just started putting it into practice as an adult, which was a game changer for me. Things that happen during manifesting different things. I now I'm technically self-employed, so I work for myself now and earn an income which I've never could have imagined before. It's a huge blessing. Obviously, I'm a TikTok content creator, so that in itself is an incredible thing. And just other little things like I manifested 10,000 followers on Instagram and 200,000 followers on TikTok and becoming debt free and all those kind of things. So next steps for me now is manifesting a house, a corgi, and a new office. So because I currently work from
Corgi.
home. Oh my god, I've got the name. I've even got a tag. Like I bought the
Oh,
tag ready
stop.
to like stick on his collar because
Ah,
inspired action will help you manifest things 10 times faster. But
yes.
yeah, it's just been a real blessing to get into it. So I thought after I won Miss Pageant Girl UK, which I manifested, everyone kept asking me, what's manifestation? So I just started sharing it with everyone, and that's how really it sort of felt natural to bring that into the platform as along with goals and empowerment, which are two things that I'm also really passionate about.
So people that are listening that think, okay, manifestation, like you're saying it almost like you're wishing, right? But there's obviously a lot of work and practice that has to go into that, which is what you do. Obviously, you do work at it. You have
Yeah,
worked.
100%. I think the difference between wishing and manifestation, wishing for me is like I wish this come to true. Manifestation is like it's already yours. You've just got to align with it. So that's why when I always say to people when manifesting things, like never say I will or never say it's going to. Like it's happened, it's yours. You've just got it's up to you now to align with that because somewhere in this wild and wonderful universe, there's already a version of yourself living with that, so you've got to align with it. So I never be like, I'll always say 11:11, make a wish, but really during that wish I'm just doing affirmations and I'm sitting there like I am worthy. Like chanting to myself like a mad woman. And if you're ever texting me and it'll turn 11:11, you'll always see me text 11:11, make a wish, because I just need everyone to be feeling the good vibes.
Well, I feel the positive vibes and I love it. Obviously, I did your last course, which when I was trying out for Galaxy, and I guess it worked. So, it's great. So, going back to Galaxy, then Galaxy stage, what are you looking forward to on that day? It's the Sunday. What are you looking forward to?
Everything. Um, it's so hard to choose. I'm excited to sit in an interview room and tell the judges why I think I'm worthy. I think interview is one of my favorite parts. You can probably tell, but I'm a massive people person, and I just love a face to face chat. So getting involved there is going to be amazing. I'm so excited to compete in fashion wear. I haven't done fashion wear since 2017,
Right.
so it's been a really long time. And again, to get up there in swimwear, obviously swimwear was still involved in Galaxy when I was a teen, so it's been that long since I did it as well. So everything is sort of coming together, and I'm just excited for the outfits. I haven't seen them yet because they're not finished, but
Oh,
they're in my head. So
thin line there, making me panic.
will, they will they will appear
They
in person
will.
in the next couple of weeks.
They will. They will. Hopefully next week, I feel for you. So okay, so then you're on the stage, you're sassing it out, you're there. What would this mean to you? if you won Miss Galaxy UK?
That is a very intense question.
You can break it down and not give any answers should you not want to.
No comment. No, I'm joking. For me, I I just think a win for me is a win for everyone. I think looking back to Little Meg and when being on stage the same year Sarah Nuttall won Misses and seeing a curvy girl win Misses, and I think I just sat there to myself and and I said I've never seen a plus size woman win Miss. I've seen plus size Misses, I've seen plus size Misses, but I've never seen a Miss. And it was very much a thing of, am I worthy of winning it? Am I worthy of being Miss Galaxy UK? And it's something that I had to convince myself, because at one point I wasn't entirely sure, because there's never been a girl my size to win Miss UK or represent us on the international stage, and that to me was really important. So winning, to me, I'm not just doing it for myself, but everybody who's ever felt unworthy of competing in Galaxy, and everyone who has questioned their worth to get up on this stage.
Yeah. And you know what? Galaxy is amazing because it does embrace everybody, shape, size, everything. And, talking about diversity, which is what this is always about for me, which is important. So why is it important to have diversity in pageantry?
I think diversity in pageantry is not only important but essential. I think in this day and age, women come in all shapes, sizes, colours, backgrounds, and every single one of us in each individual way is a beautiful person. So I think showcasing the range of women that we have within pageantry is so important, and it shouldn't always be the typical, straight sized woman. You know what I mean, the 5'10" models that we used to see throughout the noughties and growing up. It shouldn't always be them, because it makes us other girls feel less worthy or less beautiful. So I think diversity is important because it showcases everyone and everybody, and helps everyone feel included and worthy as well.
Yeah. Well, I love this. I'm worthy. That comes out quite a lot, which I love. Well, thank you so much, Meggy. It's been amazing to speak to you. What are your social media platforms? Because I'm sure everyone's going to want to follow your journey.
My Galaxy Instagram is Miss Glamorgan Galaxy. And my regular Instagram and TikTok are just Meg Goldberger. But I can't believe this is over. It went so fast.
I know it's so quick, but where's Glamorgan within Wales?
It is within South Wales. It is a mixture of counties, so it's not a county on its own. We have different parts of Glamorgan. We have South, Mid. I don't think we have like a North Glamorgan or a West Glamorgan, just a South and a Mid. I'm based in Mid Glamorgan, but we thought we'd go Glamorgan because it covers all of the areas that we tend to cover down here in South Wales.
Well, I actually have two more questions because I was thinking, what actually got you into pageantry? And then I'm going to ask you something else afterwards.
I think this is one of my favourite stories. But I watched Miss World and different pageants for years with my mum, and then one day I was working at a girls' empowerment camp, which was like 5 days over summer, 4 days over summer, for the 6-week holidays. And a beauty queen came in, and her name was Charlotte Hitchman. She was the current Miss Teen Inspiration at the time. And I just was like, I want to do what you do, but I can't because I look like this. And not back then, I was still plus size, was smaller than I am now, but I was still plus size and curvy. And then she was like, no, you can do it. And I went, okay, I will. Just sort of went for it then. And ended up staying for it's 8 years now. Like, just completely got bitten by the bug, as we all do, and it's completely transformed my life.
No, I love that story. That's so nice, that especially because as pageant girls do, like, embrace, who you are and say, yeah, of course you can, because it's true. It's for everyone. Yes, people are aligned to different systems maybe, but pageantry is for everyone. And then my other question I was going to ask you is, for people that are new and watching these, there's quite a lot of newbies that always come in, which we love because we need more people in pageantry. What are your top tips for newbies?
Top tips. Oh, that's a very good question. I think I have two. My first would be to not listen, or like just forget about everything you thought you knew about pageantry. Because if someone had told me back then, you are going to be embraced by a community, you are going to make friends that you can't go a day without speaking to, you are going to make an impact on the world, I would have been like, what, in heels and a dress? Like, I would not have believed them. So suspend everything you know about pageants and just come in with an open mind and an open heart, because once you're in, you are never going to want to leave. It is it is just something that, it's a sisterhood, and once you're in it, I mean, I don't go a day without talking to my pageant girls, and without that I would never have met them, and it genuinely scares me to think where my life would be without them now. My second piece of advice would be to just put it all on the table, leave it all on the stage, like go in with absolutely everything you've got, because if you do win and you do get the opportunity to represent a system, you are one of the most privileged people there, because it is such a blessing having represented systems previously. It's a huge blessing, and every system is a little bit different, so find the one that suits you, get your eye on it, and then just manifest that crown, because you honestly will look back in however many years time when we're all, I don't know if I'll be competing at 60, but I wouldn't put it past me if I like didn't stop. But looking forward to the future, like, it's going to be insane to look back and be like, wow, look what I achieved, look what we achieved. Again, it's very scary to think of what would happen if I never fell into this.
Yeah. Well, there you go. 2 top tips from Meggy G. Thank you so much, Meg, for coming on and talking to us and letting us know your inside tips and your manifestation. And obviously, not very long to go. I really hope your outfits appear like tomorrow.
They've got 10
They're en
days.
route. They're en route. Yeah, you've got time. I suppose you're not the only one. I keep speaking to Galaxy girls, and I'm like, okay, well, let's speed this up a little bit. So it's all good.
It's all kicking off.
Yeah, and don't worry, I've got a sister queen, no names, but she knows who she is. She's the most laid back person ever, and she's like horizontal. So getting her to do stuff and getting her outfits and stuff.
I can guess who that is. I will tell you after. I will guess who that is.
Oh, thank you so much. I love having you on Pageant Community Radio, and see you in a few weeks.
Thank you for having me, and yes, I'll see you in a few weeks.
See you later.